What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 4K Lowdown and Turner Fan 77 present By the Numbers, where we take some of the newest releases that are coming out in the theater, on physical, or on streaming. We give them the lowdown treatment, see how they are, hopefully without spoilers. We do our best. I'm your host, David. My co-host is
Turner Fan 77, aka Rich.
Rich. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right, man.
I'm good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. So we already got Tony on. Tony, thank you so much
Tony?
for
How you
joining
doing?
us. And Dell is in the house. What's
What's
up,
up?
Dell?
Loyal as always.
Yep. Great guys. So we had some movies that we watched for this week, and it was a pretty good group. I wasn't disappointed at all. I mean, nothing
No
like
clunkers.
no clunkers, but no like, nothing like in the 90s or something like that, but good movies, good watches. A lot of them I think are great one-time watches. But
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some fun stuff in there, and again, we got a good variety. Not, we got a we got one Oscar nominated movie.
Yeah, we did.
Oscar winner, I should say.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we got one that's in the theater. We got a couple that are on Netflix, and we got one that's just about to come out on physical. Or no, I think it comes out next week on physical for sure.
No, I think it's this week.
Or is it this week?
I think it's this week. I think.
I am not sure, because what I did find on physical this week was Babylon and Megan. So I grabbed both of those. Did you grab anything new this week?
Just Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, I got Dragon Slayer too. It's in my unboxing thing. That'll be on Friday when I air that, along with I got the Rocky IV Steelbook. So I'm excited to show those off.
Nice.
And it does come with the director's cut, which I was afraid it wasn't going to. So I was really happy to see it
did.
Yeah.
I know Alex from.
This is next week, 28th.
Next week? Okay.
So yeah. So that movie is next week. Let the cat out of the bag. We are going to discuss that movie.
I'm looking at am I looking at the wrong ones? Oh, no. We did it this week. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So we did it this week because it's already out on digital, right? So, but it comes out to physical release next week. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. So
we'll just jump right into.
Yeah, we'll just jump right into Missing, because I already let the cat out of the bag. So we're going to look at Missing, and this was, from the makers of Searching. If you guys haven't seen Searching, please do. Searching was an amazing film.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Searching.
Dell loves the shirt.
Oh, thanks, man.
Did you have to purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka to get it? Like I did?
No, I did not.
No.
But thank you, Dell. I appreciate it.
So yeah, my shirt just says I'm into fitness pizza in my mouth. That's basically all I've got going on tonight. But okay, so if you guys are familiar with Searching, if you watched it, it's all filmed using like FaceTime, POV stuff,
and it was done brilliantly.
And it was brilliant. I loved it. It was intense. It was a nail biter all the way through. Great twist. Loved Searching. And then they did this one, and I saw it in the theater. I was like, I bought
it on digital.
Yeah. Now, I saw it when it came out in the theater. And I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah. I didn't think it was as good as Searching, but I liked it.
Yeah. I think this one, but it was blatantly obvious right from the get-go. As soon as something happened, you're like, oh, okay. They didn't do a good job of hiding it.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I agree. They kind of.
I think it was within 10 minutes in the movie. They kind of. I don't say spoil it. They kind of. They don't do a good job of hiding the twist.
Yeah. And really the twist was really obvious.
Yeah.
where the one in the first one I didn't expect.
Mm-mm. Me neither.
So I don't know. I did, the acting was good.
Yeah.
I dug it. So I'm gonna read the synopsis. Basically
I
it says,
will watch it again. It's not like it's one of these movies I won't
yeah,
watch
no,
again.
I'll probably get it when it comes out on physical
Yeah.
next week for sure. So it reads, after her mother goes missing, a young woman tries to find her from home using tools available to her online. Um, and if you remember, uh, yeah, gonna see this one soon. Nia Long, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Nia Long, I like her,
That's
and I
it.
like the girl who
Yeah.
played the daughter in this.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think she's from Euphoria. I think.
that is possible. Yeah, I thought she was the daughter from Equalizer, but as I got a really closer look at her face, I was like, nope, that's not her. It's somebody else. Um, so her name is Storm Reed, who plays the daughter. And yeah, she is from Euphoria. That's right. But yeah, I remember her from A Wrinkle in Time. She was in that. And then she was in the movie Slight in 2016.
I've never seen that one.
It looks like, oh yeah, I did see her in that. She was in The Last of Us, that series that just came out on HBO Max.
If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check that out.
Yeah, definitely check that out. That's my
Mhm.
replacement for Walking Dead now that it's ended. I really like it. I can't wait. What's up,
What's up,
Spicy? Spicy's in the house. So yeah, you came in just in time. We're just getting ready to talk about our first movie, which is Missing. And I did think everything was pretty solid
Mhm.
all the way,
Right.
all the way through. The acting was solid. I really liked the trailer for it. And I think,
I think the trailer's better than actually the movie actually is.
yeah, no, I agree with that.
Mhm.
The trailer got me excited. I was like, oh, this is from the
Yeah.
guys who made Searching. I'm so in.
Yeah.
I did like how it ended, although yeah, the twist is a little
Mhm.
predictable. Well, a real predictable.
Yeah.
Great story. We both gave a 9 for the story. Your 10 came in the cinematography.
I dug it. I
Um,
love this this type of movie. I love the way Searching was. Um, and then what's that one horror movie? It's kind of like
oh, you
Unfriended.
mean Unfriended or whatever that
Yeah,
is? Yeah,
I like that style too. The
yeah,
movie wasn't the greatest, but I
yeah,
still like um, the way it looked on screen, how the story was presented to you, and
yeah.
I
Kind of like,
love.
yeah, kind of like Host when we were
Mhm.
because that one was kind of filmed. I mean, it was all Zoom call and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I dug that. I thought that was cool.
yeah. I'm
My
glad we haven't gotten oversaturated with this type of film. So when it
Yeah,
does come out, it's a treat.
it's exciting. Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
good palate cleanser
Yeah.
for all this, Hollywood making thing. Now, I gave the cinematography a 6 because I'm of the mind, I was like, yeah, I liked it, but it felt like something that I could do. And
Oh,
that
see,
and
I
that
understand that. Yeah,
and that made me lower the score a little bit. So yeah, I was really intrigued when you gave it a 10,
yeah. I
and
loved
I
it.
and I totally understand why, because I like it. And I think it kind of like sucks you in, where you're like, you feel like you're involved,
Hmm.
like you're on the computer watching all this happen.
And I
And
like how they took the notes when she's taking notes in her notepad on her
yeah,
computer. The way she clicks in and out of it really quick.
yeah, Dell really liked
Yeah,
Searching, but didn't care for Unfriended. Yeah, same
yeah.
way. I feel the same way. I
Hmm.
didn't care for Unfriended. I did like the second one a little bit better, the dark web one.
Yeah.
I thought that was all right. But yeah, Spicy and Dell exchanging pleasantries. But yeah, this one,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it didn't deliver as well, like with the twist and all that kind of stuff, and the
It's hard to
intent.
live up to that first one, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
hard.
it suffers from the sequel thing.
Yeah,
You know,
it's an
you're
M.
not
Night
gonna.
Shyamalan thing where if the first one's a home
Mhm.
run, it's really hard to up it
Yeah.
on the second one. But I do think it's a solid. I don't even want to call it a sequel. I'm going to call it a spinoff. Well, not even
Yeah,
that, because it's not the same characters at all. It's just kind of filmed in the same format,
it's in the
and
same universe.
it's
It is
got
in
a
the
yeah,
same
it's got a
universe.
similar, yeah. It's got a similar plot, you
And they
know.
make it very clear that it takes place
Yeah,
in the same world, which
yeah,
I liked.
yeah. I dug that too. And so, do you think? Which kind of brings me to my question for you. Do you think they're going to continue with this universe and
Oh yeah.
eventually do some kind of Conjuring universe or something like that to where some of these kind of blend together?
Okay. So this show is called By the Numbers. So if the numbers are there for the box office, I bet it does. I bet you if this movie made 25 to 35 million dollars, I bet it does.
Hmm. Well, yeah, it's interesting that you say that because so it had a budget of 7 million.
See, it didn't take. Yeah, this is not a very high budget movie.
No, it's not a very high budget movie, and that's the other thing. It's cheap to make, just like
Mm-hmm.
Paranormal Activity and all those are cheap to make. So a $7 million budget made 45 million in the box
Oh,
office.
see, there you go. You're gonna get
So
enough.
so I smell more
Yeah.
of that coming.
If they can
But
keep making these for under 10, and you keep seeing that 40, 35 to 40, or I'll even go 25
yeah,
to
no,
35.
yeah. If
You're
they
gonna
can
see.
go, if they can go 4 or 5 times what the budget
Mm-hmm.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
like 30 million,
Yeah.
no problem. They'll just keep spinning these
Mm-hmm.
out. Um,
As long as they don't lose their quality.
yeah, yeah. And then yeah, they gotta do a little bit better
Mm-hmm.
with with the whole script and everything. This was good,
It
but not as
was.
good as Searching. Um,
I recommend people watch it. I'm not saying don't watch it at
yeah,
all.
no, it's worth a watch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just don't expect it to be better than Searching because it's not going to
My
be that.
opinion is that I wouldn't pay day one price for Missing. I'd wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just,
I
even though it's a great movie.
Yeah. I will probably pay day one price. I will
You
probably
pay
get
day
it,
one price for everything.
but I kind of do.
You do. You
I
do.
do. I do. So it's not that
And that's not a bad thing.
it's
No.
not difficult for me to believe for anyone to believe that I buy things when they first come out because I do. All my kids are grown up and
Hmm. And that's the benefit, you
on
know?
their own. And so yeah, I can
Yeah.
kind of afford to do that. I do pick and choose what I get. Um, but yeah, I generally will get like usually
Hmm.
2 to 3 when they first come out, when they first release. And then wait on a few other ones. And then, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm slowing down a little bit. Last year was huge. I bought so many movies last year, it wasn't even funny. So I'm like, okay, I'm easing up
Yeah.
and getting what I know I want, what I know I'm gonna see. So I don't really blind buy anymore. If I know I'm gonna watch it again, I'll get it. And I know I'm gonna watch Missing again. I'll probably watch Searching and Missing back to back.
See, that's a good, I'd never thought about doing that.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's a good idea.
I'd like to see like a whole universe. Like
Me too. That's a good
it
question.
does,
I guarantee they will.
yeah, it does like I don't want to say foreshadow, but it actually references the
Hmm.
first movie in here.
Yeah. And I like
And
the way they did it.
and I like the way they did it too. It was very smooth.
Mhm.
Um, so to have like a third one come out and maybe have, the people that were involved in the first two kind of involved in that one. I think that would be really neat. Or even, after the third one, maybe a fourth one where a serial killer is like going after these guys that are doing it. I'd be down for that.
Me too. Yeah.
So, movie company, if you want me to write the script, I'll be happy to do that. Just hit me up. It's at the 4K Lowdown. Just I'll throw that out there. Anyway, so as far as the scores go for this one, um, IMDb gave this a 7.2, which is solid.
Hmm.
Rotten Tomatoes critics score 87% with 123 reviews. 90% audience score with 1,000 plus
Oh
ratings.
wow, that's good.
I was like, wow, that's impressive. So you gave this movie a 75. I gave it a 76. So total average score 75.5. We're like 1 point from each other. Um,
That's a solid score.
that's a solid score. And we got Steve
What's
on.
up, Steve?
So yeah, 75.5. I'm down. I mean, that's a solid movie. That's
guys, go watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's on digital right now, where you can rent it. Dell saying hey to Steve. And also, like I said, it comes out.
I think the rental price though is $15 or $20 and buy it. I bought it for 15 on digital.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's to buy for $14.99 on Prime right now. So but yeah, otherwise, wait a week. It comes out on Tuesday. If you want to watch it then.
But definitely check it out.
Wait, give it a month and it'll probably be $15 on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I think that's when I'll pick it up.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a good first offering. It was fun. And I'm glad you got a chance to watch it because I watched it like months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really wanted to talk about it.
That's one of the reasons I got it.
You didn't get a chance to see it in the theater, but you were like, oh, hey, I'm watching on digital. And I'm like, oh, cool. So yeah, I'm glad we put this on for this week.
See, I don't poo-poo on digital. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if I see it digitally, I'll go buy it. Yeah. Like one movie, I rented it and I loved it. And I was like, oh, I have to go buy it. Bought it the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what movie that was. I think you told me.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a movie on here that I wasn't disappointed in at all.
That you were disappointed in.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't bored watching any of these movies that we
had. No, me neither. I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, for different reasons. It was like, I was like, oh wow, I really liked the action here, or I really liked I liked the suspense here, and I really like with this one, I like the suspense of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the intensity wasn't quite there because it was like they told the story a little early, and you were like, oh wait, okay, I know what's going on. But
I will give it to that girl. She did a fantastic. That's the reason I gave the acting an 8. Because she carried that movie.
She did a great job.
Yeah, she did a really, really good job.
Yeah. I liked her too. Yeah, I gave the acting an 8 as well. Nia Long was great, but she's not here that much. I mean, the whole thing, and if you guys have seen the trailer, you guys know that she's the one who disappears.
Yeah.
And the daughter is trying to find her.
Yeah.
So, and I really liked, and I can't remember his name, but the guy that played the dude,
Cuban guy. Yeah, yeah. I like him in everything he does.
I like him. He's
he's really good.
Joaquim de Almeida is his name. He played Javi.
He's got so many credits to his name too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in a lot of movies. Daniel Henney, who played the FBI agent. I remember him from Criminal Minds, which is a series that I watched religiously. So, and Ken Leung, who was on Dexter, or no, he wasn't on Dexter. He was on Person of Interest. He was had a recurring role on Person of Interest, who plays the boyfriend, who they suspect has some involvement with the disappearance or may have been taken to or whatever. I really liked how his story played out.
Yeah.
And that
was interesting.
Yeah, that was really, something I didn't catch that right away. That little twist of it, I didn't catch right away.
Yeah.
And then when it kind of went, when you get that one turn point where you went, oh, and then the light bulb went on. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, that was cool. So yeah, I did like that. But yeah, the whole main, the main twist was kind of out there in front of you. But all in all, good solid movie.
Yeah, see it, guys. Definitely see it.
Yeah, this is worth checking out. Oh, and then that's what I want. Yeah. So that guy, I like him. He did good in the movie, and even though all he's doing is helping
Talk on the
her.
phone.
Yeah.
She's
But
fantastic.
she was fantastic in this. Storm Reed, I could see the fear or the pain in her eyes when she was talking,
and the regret.
And
the regrets there.
I liked all of that.
Yeah.
So just a really good job. And it's definitely something to take a look at. All right. So let's go. Any preference that you want to go to?
No, man.
All right. So I'm just gonna pick it at random. So let's take a look at Blood Red Sky. Blood Red Sky is on Netflix.
Yep.
And basically,
this was your pick, was it?
This was my pick.
Yeah.
Because you picked one movie, and then I was like, "Oh, I did see that, and I saw this with it," and we were like, "Okay, let's do both."
Yeah.
So we're doing both.
This was another fun watch.
This was interesting. So
I had fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth seeing.
Yeah. If you like quick horror movies, horror action, I kind of call it.
Yeah, action, thriller.
Yeah.
Or so I mean, definitely horror elements.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely action thriller elements. So it's actually kind of a hybrid movie, which I really liked. It starts out one way and then turns south really quick. And
do you consider this a foreign film?
Yes.
I do too. Do you guys like foreign films? I'm curious to know if people watching, if you prefer foreign films.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah, because the country of origin is Germany and the United States. So I went based on based on Germany. I mean, really, there's only one actor I recognize.
Yeah.
In this movie, and that's Dominic Purcell.
Yeah.
Who you guys might remember from the series Prison Break, and he was also
Tomorrow.
Blade Trinity. He was in the third Blade movie. He played like the original Dracula guy or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna get the rest of those on 4K.
That'd be nice. Because I have the first one. I'd like to get two. Sure. I like to. But yeah, so let's read the synopsis. So it says, a woman with a mysterious illness is forced into action when a group of terrorists attempt to hijack a transatlantic overnight flight. So that'd give you an idea. So basically, it starts out like a hijacking and turns into a full-blown horror movie.
Yeah.
So liked it. Yeah. Tony saying hey to everybody. But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys in the chat have watched this, but I don't know. This was fun.
It was.
Especially
for a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
We watched, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We watched a couple that I was impressed with.
Yeah. Watched it.
I would have never watched
there have been a couple of groaners too. We watched The Strays, and I didn't care for that. But lately the movies on Netflix have been pretty solid.
Nothing to write home about.
No, not like Oscar worthy, except for Glass Onion. I really, I hope Glass Onion gets a physical release because it was even Oscar nominated.
Yeah.
And of course, I got to see All Quiet on the Western Front before it comes out, and we got to see quite a few Oscar nominated movies.
That is true.
And documentaries and stuff because Netflix had them. So kudos to Netflix for having those available.
It's so funny. I was so close to canceling my Netflix too. Because I just, at the time, before we started doing by the numbers, I never turned on Netflix. My kids are the only ones that watch it. And I was like, I think I'm just going to get rid of it. And then lo and behold, who knew it would be a gold mine.
So, yeah. And we got more next week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing from Netflix next week, but the week after.
The week after we do.
Week after we do. But we're trying to do that wherever they're on streaming, whether it's Hulu or Paramount Plus, HBO Max, Netflix,
We try to
whatever.
blend them all in.
We're trying to combine them. We're trying to blend it all in, and as many new ones as we can.
Yeah.
Theater, as
physical.
soon as it comes out. Whether it's in the theater, we try to do at least one theatrical release each week.
And March has been a great month.
March has been great. It's been a lot of fun. And then I've been doing this, this mystery movie thing where I have no idea what I'm going to watch, and then it ends up being something that's not out for a few weeks. Like the one I watched a movie on Monday that doesn't come out until April 7th. So that was really interesting. And then I've got another one coming up on April 3rd.
Nice.
That I have no idea what it's going to be, but I've already bought tickets for it because I really like being surprised, whether I like the movie or not. I like being surprised. My wife likes it, so it's kind of turned into a second date night for us on Monday nights. Okay, so Blood Red Sky. This is something that, of course, I don't think went to the theater at all.
Yeah.
It did have an estimated budget of 15 million euro. It does have a actual gross worldwide box office of $401,000. So, so it definitely did not make its money back. But I don't remember it ever being released anywhere.
It's probably released overseas or somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe like a New York premiere or LA premiere.
Maybe a New York or LA or whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
That seems logical. It's right at 2 hours long, I think.
It was a quick movie.
Yeah. 2 hours and 1 minute, but it plays fast.
It does.
Let's see. Steve just picked up Searching because everyone highly recommended it. Is Missing worth a purchase or stream?
I say wait for Searching or Missing to go on sale, but that's just me. I wouldn't pay $20 for a Blu-ray.
I agree with that. I will pay $20 for the Blu-ray, but I agree that it's worth waiting for and let it go down in price to like 15.
Yeah.
But if you can rent it or stream it for a good price, say like $5 or $6, I think it's worth that. But yeah,
it's definitely worth the rent.
It's definitely worth seeing. But yeah, if you're gonna blind buy, if you absolutely loved Searching, then you will like Missing.
Notice he said like Missing. He wouldn't say.
That's what I said. Notice how I said. I said love Searching, like Missing. That's what I said, and I meant to say it exactly like that. But if you're not a fan of the way Searching was filmed, then Missing is probably not for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so back to Blood Red Sky. It starts off like your basic hijacking, like, Passenger 57 or something like that, to where these guys take over the plane, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to divert it, make it do something.
And
but
just very stereotype terrorists. There's no,
reinventing
the wheel.
Very cookie cutter terrorist group. And then there's Dominic Purcell in the middle of it, where you're like, oh, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah.
And he's a good actor. But then, the mother and son on the plane, the son knows what's going on with the mom, and the mom basically goes after the guys on the plane. I'm just going to say shit happens.
A lot of shit.
And a lot of shit. Things going down. It does not go the way you think it's going to go. It does not.
Gore.
It has really good gore. Some of it's CGI. I can attest to the fact that some of it looks a little hokey, but it's got good gore. It's got a great thing at the end. And again, I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
So I really liked how this turned out. It's not an Oscar winner by any means. But so what in fact, our numbers are pretty solid across the board.
How close are they?
we got the exact same score. Um,
That's funny.
so differences being like, you're 1 point higher on the story than I am, and 1 point higher on the script than I am, and I'm 3 points higher on the ending than you are, because I absolutely love the ending.
Yeah.
You're actually higher on the cast than I am. Which when we did it based on a foreign film, so that gives an automatic 4, and then
See, I
I knew,
messed up on that. Yeah.
yeah, I knew one, yeah. So I took yours into account,
Yeah.
and so you actually gave it a 7, and
Yeah.
I gave it a 6. And then of course, you're a little bit higher on the direction. We were the same on music, same on the wild card with an 8,
Yeah.
and classifying it as a horror slash action or horror
Yeah.
slash thriller. But yeah, it starts off like your bare bones action thriller, and then accelerates into
Very
this.
quickly.
Yeah, I don't want to call it unravels, but it kind of unravels
Hmm.
and becomes like this full on like bloodthirsty horror movie that was.
And I thought she looked really cool. I like the design
Yeah,
um,
I
of
I
the
like.
mom.
Yeah, I did like the design of the mom, and um I'm gonna show that, and then one more picture to kind of give you an idea of the gore and the fear. And I gotta say, the boy, the one that plays the
He's
son,
creepy.
he was good
Yeah.
in this movie, and like I said, I loved how it ended. Um, and it's just, it's something worth watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got
Worth
Netflix,
watching.
watch it. Take a look at it. I don't think this will ever get a physical release.
Oh no.
Um, I'd probably buy it if it did.
Yeah, for the
If
right price.
Yeah, for the
I
right
would,
price. If it was like $10, I'd get it.
yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. $10.
Yeah, yeah, I would get it. Um, but yeah, so IMDb gave this a 6.1. Rotten Tomato critics score 81% with 32 reviews. Audience score 57% with 500 plus reviews. You and I both gave this a 70.
What I think that's a great score for this type of movie, especially being
Yeah,
a Netflix movie.
yeah. I mean, for Netflix, that's a solid score.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's Blood Red Sky gets a 70 on the Lowedown meter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun watch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I don't
Equal,
think I would have watched it.
I'm
I'll be honest with you.
yeah,
If you didn't
I
point it
don't think
out,
you would.
I would have
Yeah,
skipped
I
right over.
was like, I watched the trailer for it and I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll watch it. And it was because of this movie.
Yeah. Our next movie, man.
So our next movie we're going to talk about is We Have a Ghost. It's also
I,
on Netflix.
I thought this movie was gonna be trash. Honestly, but I had no really interest. I knew it was new, and I said, "Hey, we have this," and I was like, "I know this wasn't gonna." In my mind, was like, "This is gonna suck." Glad I was surprised.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it, and it was, my wife put it on
Hmm.
and started watching it, and I was like, I glanced out of my office and I'm like, "What are you watching?" She told me, and I'm like, "Okay, I got to see this movie." So turned around and watched it later. But yeah, it was at the end of this, it has the trailers for stuff, and Blood Red Sky came
Hmm.
up. So then that's when I was like, "Oh, just go ahead and watch Blood Red Sky." But yeah, so We Have a Ghost. But yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this one.
Me too.
It was um
Had a decent cast.
yeah, not a
I there's
not
no.
a
Go
bad
ahead.
cast. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Um, I'm sorry, but my daughter's AirPods popped up on this on my iPad, and I was like,
Ah,
"Oh shit." Anthony Mackie. He's the only person I really had an issue with in this movie.
yeah.
He didn't feel right in this role. It felt like he was just trying to be funny or a smart ass. It just, to me, it didn't work. I think that's why I gave it a lower score for acting. It was because of him. The main
Yeah.
boy in this, he was fantastic. I I don't think I've seen him in anything before. I was pleasantly surprised.
No, I liked him. And yeah, I agree about Anthony Mackie. I don't think he knew what his character was supposed to be until
Yeah,
like
that's the way
the
to
end of
put
the
it.
movie. It wasn't until the end of the movie where I was actually like, okay, now I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
But the whole like first 3/4 of the movie,
he annoyed me.
he just he didn't seem like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, what, my character as the father, I don't know what I'm supposed to do or
yeah.
how it's supposed to be. But yeah, Jai Diallo Winston was the son, and I liked him
I did
in
too.
this.
He
I could
felt very real.
Yeah, well, I could tell just by, watching him that he actually knows how to play the guitar,
Yeah.
and I thought that was a neat little thing
Hmm.
that he did. So so yeah, very cool.
He's to me, he's the one of the characters. I mean, in my opinion, that felt real and genuine. Like you could meet that person on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the mom was a little over the top at times. Um,
Yeah.
the brother was kind of an idiot. Um,
Yeah.
but
I liked the neighbor girl, but
yeah, I did too.
she was pretty basic, but
Hmm.
I liked her, and I loved David Harbour
Yeah,
as the
he didn't even
ghost.
talk,
He didn't even talk.
and that was good
He said
acting.
one word in the whole movie,
Hmm.
and you could tell by his facial reactions and
Yeah,
what, his body language, you could tell what he was trying to communicate. Um,
and I have to eat crow because I don't understand all the at the time all the love everybody was going crazy for David Harbour.
yeah.
Over Stranger Things and stuff like that.
Mm.
I did like him in Black Widow. He did good there, but
Yeah.
he to me he proved himself as a great actor in this because, like you said, he conveyed all the emotions, everything he needed to without saying a word.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked him in Equalizer.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Um, I did not like him in Hellboy.
Yeah, it was
I was not
okay.
I felt like he was trying to be Ron Perlman instead of
Yeah,
trying to be Hellboy.
but you
But
got another reboot coming.
yep, another reboot coming. Okay. But I think so yeah, as we're there it is. Okay, so you actually gave tens for the cast and the ending,
Hmm.
which I gave them both nines.
So we're close.
So we're close. We're actually 1 point difference in the total score. I actually and you gave the music a 7, but I gave it a 9. So that was, again, I love that the music that they had in this movie.
Hmm.
Um, in particular, during this scene, I love the song that played during this scene where he's running from building to building, freaking everybody out.
Yeah.
Um, and I absolutely dug it. And then, um, there it is. So, and then, but you can see like some of the visual effects that they did for him. I really liked it. I dug it.
Hmm.
It wasn't very, uh, it didn't have to be too detailed. Less was more here, with David Harbour as Ernest. And it was just, I don't know. I had a lot of fun watching the movie. I turned around and watched it a second time later on.
I'll definitely watch this again if there's nothing. I want to figure out what to watch. This will be one I'll go to.
I was going to say, if we don't have anything that we have to watch, because we're we gave ourselves kind of a rigorous schedule.
We did.
Of
We have a
things.
lot of movies to watch, but
Uh,
we stay ahead, so it doesn't feel like last minute.
Yeah. So Dell says Harbor was definitely trying to be Ron Perlman in his version of Hellboy, but still wasn't the worst thing about that movie.
I agree. I think one of the worst things was Mila Jovovich.
I
And
think
like
Mila
her.
Jovovich was the worst thing in that movie, and I
Mhm.
absolutely love her. But
Mhm.
yeah, not. It
Yeah.
was like she was like wet pasta the way she acted in that movie. I
Yeah.
did not care for that at all. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't.
See it,
I
guys.
like I liked that it was gory. I liked that it was rated R. I wanted that in a Hellboy movie.
Oh, I thought you were
But
saying, wait a minute, this movie wasn't gory.
no,
I was
no,
like, what?
no. I'm kind of still on the Hellboy kick with Dell. But going back to We Have a Ghost, there was a great like I'm going to say there's a lot of Beetlejuice elements to
Hmm.
this.
But I think this does better Beetlejuice than Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
I don't like Beetlejuice.
I mean, I like Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice, but I mean, even if you look at the house design with the attic and how they got up to the
Hmm.
attic, that reminded me so much of Beetlejuice.
Hmm. I
I
agree.
think it had to be an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, it's the kid that sees the ghost and starts all the
Hmm.
stuff and things like that. But then I can't remember that lady, but she was in American Pie, and
Um,
she was,
oh,
she was
she's in White Lotus.
yeah, she's in
Um,
one. And she's trying to
Coolidge.
be the
Last name
Long Island
Coolidge.
madam. Yeah, she's trying to be the Long Island medium, and she's like the West
Yeah.
Coast madam or whatever they called her in this movie.
Right.
Some kind of psychic, but she's fake as all heck. And I hated her in this movie, but I think I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not a fan of her.
no, I'm not a fan of hers either.
Yeah.
But
She'll be
um,
forever be Stifler's mom.
yes, that's or I remember her from Two Broke Girls,
Yeah.
which was just full of sexual innuendo all through the entire movie. All through the series. It was all, you know,
Isn't that Kat Dennings?
yeah.
That's what I thought.
Um, but yeah, so I don't have, it didn't make any money. There was no theater release. I didn't have a budget on it.
I think this might have done decent at the theater.
I think this wouldn't have done bad in the
Yeah.
theater.
Maybe the $35 million range, $40
Yeah.
million.
Yeah, I think this would have been fun. Um, IMDb gave this a 6.1. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 42% for 69 reviews. Audience score 63% for 500 plus reviews. And I'm like, okay, so they're pretty even. Now, you gave this a 77 and I gave it a 76, so it gets a 76.5. But yeah,
See it. I highly recommend it.
it's fun.
Again, this is another movie I would not have watched if Dave didn't say, "Hey, let's watch this."
Yeah,
The original MILF.
the original milk. Well, I mean, no, this was yours. You were like, hey, have you seen We
Oh,
Have
it
a
was?
Ghost?
I thought you.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, you picked this, and then I picked Blood Red Sky because I
that's
saw
right.
that right after. So yeah, you picked this, and I was like, oh yeah, I just watched that.
Yeah, we picked these, what, 2, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
See,
I like that we're ahead
me too.
so that we
It gives
know
us
what
wiggle room.
yeah, we know what we have to watch.
Hmm.
And I'm digging it because we have an idea of when things are coming out.
Yeah,
We know when the physical release is, we know when it's going to be on digital. So we try to see it like right around that point or within a couple weeks after it's released
yeah.
in some format. That way we can review it. So you guys have a chance to go see it if you want to. All right. So now up next, and we'll save the theatrical release for last. So our fourth movie for this week is The Whale.
I absolutely love this movie.
This was really, really good.
Oh,
And
man, so good.
I, I tell you, I cried. I
Me
was
too.
like, I teared up.
Me
It
too.
was
Mm-hmm.
uh
I
Brendan Fraser
felt
did an amazing job.
yeah.
He absolutely deserved the Oscar for Best Actor. Congratulations to him.
I thought they were overhyping him. I
Yeah,
thought this is another artsy fartsy movie. They're just trying to hype somebody's ego. Oh God, no! This movie, hit so many notes on. Oh, just so good, just so
yeah,
damn good.
yeah,
And somebody that I think should have got nominated for an Oscar, Best Supporting, is his daughter.
yeah,
She was fantastic.
yeah. And I mean, yeah, Hong Chow did a great job,
Mm-hmm.
and she was nominated for supporting actress. But yeah, I think the
Yeah,
daughter should have been nominated too.
yeah.
I
She was.
think,
Oh man, she
I
was an
think,
asshole. But oh,
yeah,
was she such a good asshole?
yeah. I think even Samantha Morton, who was the mother,
Mm-hmm.
she did an amazing job. She was only there for like one scene, but she was great too.
In the um
Yeah. Spicy says amazing performance by Brendan. Love the movie. Probably watch it again. Probably won't watch it again.
yeah, you probably won't watch it.
This,
I'll
this
definitely
one, I agree. This was a great one-time watch. And I bought it, but I don't know if I'd see it again unless someone came over and said, "Hey, I want to watch The Whale." I'm like, okay, and then I'll put it in.
see this. I'm totally opposite. I will watch this movie again for this performance and the daughter's performance.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
the movie we talked about a second ago. I rented
yeah.
it, loved it the next day, ordered it off Amazon. There's just no
Yep.
way. I had to have this movie in my collection.
Yep. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to say anything about the
Yeah.
movie. I knew we were going to talk about it. So yeah, no, I'm glad I bought it. And who knows, I might watch it again, but it's not um I don't like being sad when I watch a movie
Right.
and the
But see,
movie
I
makes
think
me sad.
it was
It had
sad
a
the first time, but I don't think it'd be sad the second time for me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd be sad the second time either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have dog movies that I still won't watch again because I know I'll be sad. I still won't watch Marley and Me again because man, I cried. I cried like a baby at the end of Marley and Me.
I've seen it once and I own it, but I have
Yeah,
not watched it since I bought it.
yeah, me neither. I bought A Dog's Purpose and I still haven't watched it.
That's coming up next in my
Yeah,
Ace.
A's don't count, but if I do D, then you might be able to do that.
I know. I
But
see. I messed up when I did that. I just saw the A and I put it in my A, so I'm
yeah,
still leaving it in the A's.
I get it. I understand.
But back to the whale, man.
Back to The Whale.
This is the the makeup. He won. They won an Oscar for the makeup, right?
Yes, from yeah,
Hands down,
from
shit. There's no one comes close to this.
yeah,
The way he carries it, the way it does not look terrible at all.
yeah, and of course, there's a making of featurette in
I
here,
need to go back and watch that.
which was so good because they were talking about how it was and how heavy the suit was, and it was just crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a picture of that actually. So it had a estimated budget of $10 million,
And
made
9 million for the suit.
and 9 million for the suit, made 50.6 million in the box office.
Damn. I wonder if what Brandon
So it
Fraser got
absolutely did it.
paid
Yeah, and I just want to show this one.
yeah. Thought I was looking in the mirror.
Right? Me too. I was like, oh hey,
Yeah.
who's that handsome devil? Oh, that's me. um, and then
Yeah.
I wanted to put this up because
I liked that. I really liked that scene. It
I
was
like that scene too.
Yeah.
Um, I really like what A24 has been putting out.
Yeah, me too. And they
Uh,
really got some love at the Oscars, man, which made me happy.
yeah, well, especially with Everything Everywhere All at Once. But okay, so yeah, I did not read the synopsis. Basically, it reads: a reclusive, morbidly obese English teacher attempts to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter. And that's a really simple way of putting it, but that's pretty much exactly
Yeah.
what's going on. Um, I I really liked there's a story behind this. It's not just
Yeah.
it's not just fat guy trying to get back with his daughter.
And we don't want to spoil it because
There's
this
there's so much, there's more to it. There's
there's
more
a lot of
layers to it.
layers to the onion.
There it's like the Shrek of
Hmm.
dramas. There's there's a big connection to Hong Chao, which I really liked.
Yeah. She
Um,
is
and
so
then
good.
and then there's the boy. I mean,
Yeah.
right down to the pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
there's a level to that too. So it's really
It's
interesting,
hard
and
to talk about without spoiling it.
it's hard to talk about except to
Hmm.
go, watch it.
Yeah.
Um, I will say that the opening scene was tough for me to watch.
Yeah.
Um, there was
I
a
was like,
little,
what?
I'm like,
Little Dave after dark
okay.
going on.
I mean, but it really kind of answers questions right off the bat
Hmm.
about Brendan Fraser's character and who he
Yeah.
is in the movie.
And
Um,
yeah, and it kind of, I don't, okay, I'm going to not say that because I don't want
yeah,
to spoil it. Uh,
yeah. But I was saying there's a boy that shows up and then
who
seemingly
helps
doesn't
him?
have anything. Yeah, helps him and tries to help himself. And then of course
Mhm.
the daughter, she gets involved with the boy. And I thought that was
Okay,
really
now, did she purposely help him or was it by her trying to be an asshole? And I
I
say she wasn't trying to help him.
I I I say she was, and she was trying to be an asshole. I think it was I think she got her cake and eat it too, because she wanted to be an asshole about it, but she ultimately helped him.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I got to think about that when I was after I watched it. I was like, that little
And
son of a bitch.
what did that to me, what basically it was the end that made that decision. When father and daughter squared off
Oh
at the end
yeah,
of the movie,
yeah. Hmm. I
and
see why you came to that conclusion.
that's when I came to the conclusion. Not when it first happened, I was like, "Oh, she's just being a dick."
Yeah,
But there were layers to her that she was hiding and masking with
yeah.
her with her disdain with how she was.
Well, yeah. I mean, I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, because what she, oh fuck, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Um, she has to deal with the pain from his decisions. It's hard to, ugh, man, guys, just watch it.
Yeah.
Out of all these movies, this is the one I recommend first to watch before anything else.
Yeah. It's
Because
not your highest scored.
this is art, great filmmaking. Um,
Yeah.
this has the whole package, I think.
Yeah.
And you want
So
special effects? This has special effects.
it does. For it just all being filmed in his apartment,
Hmm.
really great job.
Yeah.
So yeah, your tens came in acting, story, and direction. My tens came in acting and story, and then I gave direction a 9. We both gave a 9 to the script. There's unfortunately not much of a cast here.
No.
So that kind of hurt the ultimate score, because you gave it a 4, I gave it a 6.
Hmm.
Um But looking at IMDb give this a 7.8. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 65% with 330 reviews. Audience score 91% with 1,000+ reviews.
Oh, wow.
You gave this a 75. I gave it a 79. Total score 77.
Yeah, great movie. And I think what hurts it is the cast. I mean,
yeah, as I said, unfortunately, because of the way the Lowedown scored, there's just not much of a cast in this movie, so you can't go very high. Even if you knew everybody in the movie, you couldn't give it more than an 8. But
Brendan Fraser deserves that Oscar. The makeup people deserve that Oscar. And yeah, definitely, Del. When you watch it, let us know your thoughts because I'm interested to see what you think.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Del, did you get to see The Strays?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because I remember we talked about that with Mika, and you said you were going to take a look at it. If you did get a chance to look at it, let us know your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more. We got one more to talk about.
Hey, before we do that, you got anything to tell me about a new podcast where I can listen to a podcast at?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, and I'm losing my voice for some reason. So we've always been working with Anchor. Anchor takes the audio portion of our live cast and puts it onto places like Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, along with others. Right now, we're just on those 3. They've recently changed their name to Spotify for Podcasting. So if you guys get a chance, check out Spotify for Podcasting, also known as Anchor. If you have a live cast, they will sponsor you. You'll just have to download the audio portion of this of your live stream. You can download ours if you want, but you probably won't be able to. Download the audio portion of your podcast and give it to Anchor. Anchor will put it on there, sponsor you, put it on Spotify, and then eventually it's monetized. So you can actually make money for every listen that you guys get. So you guys check out Anchor. It's now called Spotify for Podcasting. Check it out. And
definitely. You can listen to 2 movies.
Yeah. Give us a follow on there on the 4K Lowdown. It would be awesome. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, he still hasn't. Forgot about it. Thanks for putting it back on my radar. No problem. I'm here to help.
You do, man, no matter what we're talking about, chime in because we want to know.
Just say, hey, just this movie. Yeah, not just this, not just The Strays, but anything that you guys watch that we've reviewed or anything coming up that we might review. If you say, hey, I just watched this, give this a watch. I'd love to hear about that. And
me too.
We plan for stuff a few weeks out, but we always have the card is always subject to change. Especially if we both go to the theater and we see the same movie. In this case, we both saw 65.
Yeah. I had fun with this.
With Adam Driver. It was all right.
I love Adam Driver.
Yeah, I am not an Adam Driver fan.
That's so funny.
I don't care for him.
Did you not like him in A Marriage Story?
No.
Oh, what about Black Klansman?
I liked Black Klansman, but I didn't care for him. I absolutely did not like him in the Star Wars movies. And Rich is going to sign up. So,
I think he's one of my favorite.
For joining us. No, I'm just not an Adam Driver fan. I don't know what it is about him that I don't care for.
Have you seen House of Gucci?
He's not a bad actor. I just don't care for him. But yeah, so we saw 65. And yeah, it was a fun watch in the theater. Yeah. It wasn't bad. It's not a great movie. But
I think in my review I put on Facebook, I was like, you can wait for it to hit home. You don't need to rush to the theater to see it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I gave it
It's
3 stars, which is to me is an enjoyable film.
yeah, yeah. It's not something you have to go run into the theater to
Yeah,
see for sure. But yeah, it's what is it like? I was gonna say like um Planet of the Apes meets Jurassic Park or something like that. Where
yeah, that's that. I like that saying.
um now basically the synopsis is an astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone.
Yeah,
Um Not a great synopsis. I mean, IMDb, sometimes they're gems, sometimes they suck. This one's not as good. Basically, the deal is and one of the things that I thought this was going to be a time travel movie, and it's
yeah,
not.
I didn't think that.
Um so um basically this guy's from another world
Mhm.
transporting
I didn't know if
dude.
you were going to spoil it.
I'm going to tell you. He's from another world. He's transporting dudes in cryostasis and they crash land on Earth in the Jurassic period in
65 million years ago.
65 million years ago. So, and then, if you guys have seen the trailer, he finds one survivor, a little girl,
Mhm.
and then the two of them trying to get out. That's basically what it is, all the while being chased by dinosaurs.
And I
And
like that they didn't make the dinosaurs look like Jurassic Park dinosaurs. I didn't want to see that. I
no,
like how they changed it up a little bit.
yeah, really wanted to like this movie, had a
Yeah,
great premise, but the execution was not up to par. Sure.
yeah,
I agree with that to a point,
yeah.
Spicy. I absolutely do. Like I said, it's not great. And I this is another one. I liked the trailer.
The trailer's fantastic.
I think the trailer is fantastic. I like the trailer better than the movie.
Yeah.
Um, so there's that. And
My
which
question though is,
yeah,
will you be adding this to your collection? I
yeah,
know I will. Yeah.
I'll probably get it.
Not
I'll
day
watch
one price.
it again. So I felt if they had more survivors actually survive the crash. This could have been so much more fun if we got to see the dinosaurs pick them off one at a time.
Yeah,
So yeah, so you kind of wanted Jurassic Park, but um,
yeah,
yeah, I get it.
yeah.
I get it. I feel that too. I did like the isolation. It was just those
hmm
two, and I do like the story background with Adam Driver's character, which I'm not going to lead
hmm
in on. If there's a level to that which I liked, which has it's indirectly connected to the girl that he finds. Um, so
yeah.
that's something that might whet your appetite a little bit for this movie.
And the chemistry between them two,
Yeah.
I, it was
Again,
really.
this is another one where the cast hurts because it's
There's 3 people.
yeah. I mean, yeah, four if you count the wife, but the his
Oh
his wife
yeah.
his wife and daughter that he leaves, there's
Yeah.
not much of them. And then there's basically just him and the other little girl. So that's it. That's the whole
hmm
movie. So, unfortunately,
The
that
special
hurts.
effects in it were great too.
That's why, you gave the cast a 2 and I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
Um, but that's kind of what we're talking about. It was like, okay, so just focused on them. That's fine.
Yeah.
Uh, you gave the acting an 8 and I went 6. Again, it's probably because I'm not an Adam Driver fan,
hmm
so I'm not surprised by that at all. Um, I'm sorry, acting you went 7, I went 8. I was looking at the wrong thing. So you went 7 for the acting, right?
hmm
65? Yeah,
I
I
thought
went
maybe you just had it wrong. I wasn't going to correct
I
you. I just.
no, that's fine. I corrected myself because I was looking because I know you gave the trailer a 10 and I gave it a 9.
hmm
So, but I wasn't on the same
That was the
line.
only 10 I gave it.
Yeah, only 10. I didn't give it any 10s. But I did give it a lot of 8s and 7s and a couple of 9s, and you gave it a lot of 7s.
Mm-hmm.
A 9 for the cinematography, which I thought was really good. The visual effects were nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, but all in all, like I said, good but not great. This is not something you need to run to the theater to get, but
No.
this would be something. And I don't know if I would buy this right when it comes out. Knowing me, I probably would, but
I'm gonna
I
wait
would,
for it to go down in price. I wouldn't pay $30 for the 4K. No way.
yeah, no, I would be less inclined to buy this than I would Missing. I would buy Missing first.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I
Um,
would totally agree with that.
yeah, didn't like that the girl didn't speak English. Didn't seem necessary to me.
But she was probably from another planet.
Well,
That's the way.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
He's an alien.
yeah,
I just, and that was something that bugged me. I mean, I understand that there has to be some sort of English or common tongue that they speak. And he said that his translator wasn't working, so he couldn't understand her.
yeah. I do
Um,
like that.
I like that
That didn't
too.
bother me.
Kind of a Star Trek universal translator doodah
Yeah,
thing. Um,
because their native language wouldn't be English.
yeah, what I didn't like was that their measurements, he was measuring in kilometers
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. I'm like, oh, okay, so this planet uses the metric system too. I that but okay, I'm gonna turn my brain off for that.
Mm-hmm.
Four color universe, not worried about it. So I don't think they spent enough time with the script and kind of
Mm-hmm.
building the story.
This
I
was more.
like it was more eye candy. It was more visual effects and action and scenery, because there's some great
Yeah, there
like
is.
cinematography shots of like the open the
Yeah.
trees and the forest and mountains and stuff. I dug that. A lot of swampland and things like that they were trying to go
I
through.
even like the comments in the sky. I thought that was done really well.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's another point, because yeah, full on
Mm-hmm.
deep impact going on.
Yeah,
Um, which I liked, and I
me
dug
too.
that about the ending, because
I was like, how are they gonna explain that?
I don't know how they I don't want to, yeah, God, I can't say anything without spoiling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm not. But if you know anything about anything as far as how the dinosaurs were on the planet and how they left, then that'll give me an idea of the ending of the movie. That's as far as I'm going to go. Movie looked good, but sad that a 90-minute dinosaur movie had some slow, boring parts. Well, yeah, because it was just the two of them doing stuff. But yeah, I agree with that.
But I still think there's a better Jurassic Park movie than the last Jurassic Park movie we got.
Yeah, I think it was better than Dominion for sure.
Oh yeah.
Which
Had more
was
dinosaurs.
bad because Dominion had all the players, huge cast, but yeah, it ultimately was flat
Yeah.
how they did it. Okay, so 65, so 65 or 65 million years ago has a budget of $91 million. It's made just over 40 million in the box office.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It is. It's a bummer.
It's a better movie than what critics gave it. Reviewed it.
I agree with that. IMDb gives us a 5.7. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 34% for 99 reviews and an audience score of 64%. Looking at our scores, you gave this movie a 70 and I gave it a 72. So total average score of 71.
No, we had great scores this week.
Yeah. We were above 70 for everything.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't bored watching any of these movies.
no, I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, nothing to write home about except for maybe The Whale. And then The Whale was
that's
brilliant.
mine one. That's my best pick out of all of them this week.
Yeah. It's funny, it's not your highest score.
Right.
It was your best pick. So yeah, just there's very few pictures that I could grab
Yeah.
of 65 because it's brand new in the theater, but there's some couple of shots that I grabbed. But yeah, I did like how they did the cinematography and how they filmed it. But yeah, I just think they need to spend more time on the story and kind of building it up. And Spicy, I kind of agree with you about, maybe having more people and having them getting picked off one by one instead of the way they did it. But on the other side of the coin, I kind of like the difference.
Me too.
Like how this one sets apart because it's just the two.
It would have been another Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who directed this?
Some guy. Scott Beck and Brian Woods directed this movie.
I'm not familiar. They don't stand out to me.
No, me neither.
I hope they get another shot at directing because they didn't do a bad job.
No, it wasn't bad. I just think it was I think it was written.
Yeah. They did a good job for what they had.
It wasn't badly written. I think it was okay. So Scott Beck actually wrote, he's one of the directors. He actually wrote it too.
Oh damn, never mind.
So Scott Beck and Brian Woods actually wrote it, and Scott Beck, I think this was his directorial debut, unless he did something else that I didn't see. But he wrote A Quiet Place
with what's his face? Because what's his face wrote that? Yeah, I think they both wrote it.
Yeah, but he took part in writing A Quiet Place and The Boogeyman, which is coming.
The new Stephen King movie.
Which one?
The Boogeyman, isn't that the new Stephen King movie coming out?
I think it might be. It's something coming out this year.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in
that. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, a lot of. So as far as his direction, he did the movie Haunt, which I haven't seen. Nightlight, I did see. That was all right. Okay. All right. Well, not bad. Anyway, so that's our show. But yeah, so your pick and mine for this week, the best movie that we watched, and also the highest average score is The Whale.
Yeah.
With an average score of 77. That was my highest score I gave was 79. The highest score you gave was a 77, and that was to We Have a Ghost.
Yeah, that was a fun movie.
It was fun. It was,
it really was.
Of all the movies, because I've already seen that twice. Of all the movies, that would be the one I would rewatch more than anything else.
See The Whale. I think that would be it for me.
But yeah, definitely see The Whale. I'd probably watch Blood Red Sky again.
Yeah.
When I'm in the mood for another horror movie. But yeah, We Have a Ghost. I'd watch that. I'd watch that first. The Whale.
That'd be a good family fun.
Yeah.
So what do you got coming up, man?
What do I got coming up? Well, tomorrow we got Comic Talk coming up.
Yeah, we do. We got The Walking Dead, Volume 1. We're
gonna talk about The Walking Dead.
First 6 issues.
Yeah. And I've got to talk to you about that because the one you have and the one I have might be different. So
no, I'll tell you right now, real quick. That is the collected hardcover. It collects the first 2 trades in it. That's it. They're just a hardcover, and they're bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure because we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. That's gonna be on Turner Fan 77's channel.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
If you guys get a chance, check that out.
At 8 Central.
8 Central, 6 Pacific. On Sunday, I've got Spirits with Spirits. We are going to actually talk about Cryptids Part 5. So Part 5 of our Cryptid series, where we're going to talk about the Moss Man, Huggin' Molly, and the Rougarou. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in for that. That's also going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 Central on Sunday night. And then
you moved to Sunday.
What's that?
I forgot you moved to Sunday.
Yeah, we moved to Sundays. And it's good. We actually can go a little earlier, and
That's good.
that's good. So next week on By the Numbers, this episode 12 next week, we're going to talk about Plane, which is the Gerard Butler movie. A Man Called Otto, starring Tom Hanks. So Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which is in the theaters now. Run, Sweetheart, Run, which is on Amazon Prime, and The Visitor, which is also on Amazon Prime. I'm looking forward to talking about those movies.
Me too.
And I think that's it, brother. I think we're out of
Yeah,
here.
I think we're good, man. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You
Yep.
guys are always loyal to us.
Thanks, Spicy.
Thank you.
And I just said what our movies were for next week. So, yay! I
Hopefully
beat
you
you.
guys have seen them so you can chime in with your thoughts and opinions.
Yep. We'd really love to hear your thoughts on those. And also, if you've gone and seen movies that we've recommended or that we've reviewed, let us know what you thought of those. So, Dell, that's your homework. Next week, I want to know about The Strays if you got a chance to watch it.
And if there's movies you want us to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If there's something that you're like, hey, this just came out, can you guys review it? Or I just watched it. Can you guys check it out? Love to get that. And we'll be happy to throw it in our docket for an upcoming episode. But all right.
We're good.
I think we are out of here. Thanks, Steve. Good night, my friend.
Thank you, Steve.
And we will see you guys next week. But if you guys can join us tomorrow for Comic Talk
over on my channel.
Otherwise, yeah, that's on Turner Fan 77. Yep. Definitely. And the links are in the bottom in the comments. So you can go right to his channel and set it up so you can get notifications. Give him a subscribe. That'd be great.
Please do.
And if nothing else, we will see you next Wednesday for our next episode of By the Numbers. Until then, 4K Lowedown and Turner Fan 77 saying that's a wrap. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.